Yeah, hi traders, welcome to the week ahead. GJ here. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. This video is only for educational purposes. It expresses my own personal opinions, does not offer financial advice. By watching this video, you agree not to hold the distributors of this video responsible for any of the ideas or opinions expressed. Trading in the currency market is high risk, and because of the high leverage that is used in trading, you can stand to lose some or all of your money. If you've got any doubt about trading in the currency market or feel you need investment advice, then you need to go to a qualified registered financial advisor before any investment is made. So I hope you've all had a great weekend, and I've not long been home after my weekend overseas in the South Island, and just had a quick look at the charts, the trades that I were in when I left on Friday. They've all closed, and because they were at all break even, it's been pretty good. A few extra pips in the back. Let's get right into it. And after having moved down with the Aussie CAD, now it looks like it's pulling back off this big, nice, juicy round number at 0.93. My expectation, if this is a genuine break south, we could get a retest of some of these levels up here, and I will be looking for a decent bearish formation from this level to move further down. On the other hand, it could move up. Aussie Swiss, we're back down here at these key levels, and if we squish the charts up, you can see that this has been a key level, and I'm watching this to see if we can get a close above these levels and we can launch further north. Aussie JPY, there was another good little trade. And I think we're just having a pullback here, and I really like this price level here, and we'll be looking to see if it holds, and if it holds, I'll be looking for a break of this area in here somewhere and looking for a decent move further south. If we get that scenario, we could be targeting down around the 73.50, 73 area. All depends on whether we're going to get strength in the Aussie dollar or not, and whether we get weakness in the yen. If we get weakness in the Aussie dollar and strength in the yen, well, then I think we're in for a decent move down. Aussie NZ, for me, is one that I've got high on my watch list, and I have pending orders just sitting under here. The trend line's held and had a little breakout up here, it's come back down. This is a key level in here where prices reacted in the past, and so it's logical for me to just have a couple of pending orders under here and look for a retest of somewhere down in this area vicinity here. Aussie USD. I'm waiting on this, and I did close pending orders. I decided not to go before I left town on Friday, and I'm glad I did, because this here is a key level, and I need to see it close below this. And if we just bring it back up and enlarge it a little bit, this is, if we're going to get a bearish move down, this is where I'm going to be looking for a break and a close below here, and then maybe a target area of down around the 69 cents. You can see even at the 70 cents is just in here, and you can see that there was a resistance area here in the past. So the support may or may not be strong, but if I get a good bearish candle, get an entry, I'll be looking to go and add to the positions below this level here. There's nothing on the CAD Swiss in my book. It's just more the same going sideways. Swiss JPY, not really interested in because it's it's just neutral pairs again, and I just see more sideways movement. And like I said, if these levels here are broken, then I would be interested. CAD JPY, we looked here and we had this good move up. We've had this retest, and I'm looking to get in again with a close above this level. And of course, I'm only going to get in small because it needs to take this high out. And if we can take this high out, then the next obstacle is 81. And if we can get a close above here, that's where I'll be adding for hopefully a bit of a decent move up. Euro AUD. Okay, again, we're just mucking around at this level here. And we had the break out. And it looks like today it's retesting. And this could easily come back into this range here. And we could get another breakout. And again, what's the date? It's just, I haven't heard anything about the Brexit stuff, and I don't know whether UK's officially left or not. I need to catch up on the news, which I'll do tomorrow. But this is, in my book, a real key level, and I got this move in here, and I also got this move in here. And I'm looking to do that again. It just depends on how things go around the Aussie dollar this week. And I'll be watching this closely. Euro CAD had that nice move down. Now I'm just waiting to see what it does around this level. This is, I believe, a strong support area. It tried to bounce off earlier in the week last week. It looks like it's coming back down here to retest. So I'm just watching this with interest, and as long as this level holds, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to go north. Of course, if this level doesn't hold and I get a close below this area, I'll be looking to come south. Euro Swiss, still pretty much the same. I mean, last week it broke down out of here. I wasn't that interested in taking it. I don't trade this much. I look for moves off key areas, and this was a historical low down here, so of course I'm interested in this. And that was a lovely move. But it's looking like it's going to come and retest here, and I will definitely wait for the retest. If this thing's going to move lower, I would want to see a retest, this level hold, and then move down. Euro Pound. It looked promising last week, but it just didn't eventuate. I was looking for a bounce of this area and retested this, but it's just stuck in this area here. And until we need some significant direction with the pound. And I don't know when we're going to get that. And I'll have a better idea as I just check out news and stuff tomorrow once I'm up and about. But you can see that there's a little area in here that the price was reacting, and it is the support area, and it came right down, retested this. It's looking to me to be bearish, but I wouldn't hold my breath. This could easily just settle in here and bottom out around here and then move back up. So it's just patience in regards to that. I'm not holding my breath. Euro JPY, for me, there's no trade. The next one of interest for me is the Euro New Zealand. And I think this area is the key area. And if it comes down into here, I'm going to be looking for a bounce, especially if we see continued weakness in the New Zealand dollar. And we will have to see if that is the case. New Zealand US dollar is already starting to pull back up off a significant support area. So again, it's just a matter of patience. Here's the key levels here. I get more excited if we can get a close below this level and a push down, or a close here and a push up. Euro USD. This area of 1.17 or it seems to be holding right now, and you can see this bottom here is very significant. It had a breakout 3 weeks ago. It didn't go anywhere, and it's come back up into here, broke the trend line, and we sort of, I just think it's like a coiled spring, and we're going to get some sense of direction perhaps later this week. So I do have my eye on this pair, and of course what the dollar index is doing is going to determine whether we get much of a breakout here. And I'm looking for a close below this low or a close above this high of this candle. These two bars are inside bars, and it's like a spring forward. The pound pairs. I'm looking for some moves, decent moves on the pound pairs. Being very careful because of the volatility still around the pound, and the dust has not settled yet. So I'm looking for this level at 184. I'm very interested to try and take a decent trade north. To me, this is just looking like it's bottomed out, and right now we have these two inside bars, you can see here, and I'm very interested to see where this closes over the next couple of days. This could just go sideways, but if we can see some strength in the pound this week and some weakness in the Aussie, which I don't have when I look at my strength indicator, I'd be interested in taking a little lot size and 2 or 3 positions, targeting this area here, protecting my profit, and then waiting for the break above this key area. And if I get a good bullish signal, I would add to the trade there. Pound CAD, it's just in this consolidation range at the moment, and it looks like this bottom here is going to hold. So I'm looking for an opportunity to get long again on the pound CAD. Pound Swissy, I'm love to get long on this. Again, it's just locked in this range here. Here is the range, and until we get a real clear breakout of this area here, this is anybody's guess. And I'm going to be patient. You know, I think that the key level is probably this one up here, just sitting around 1.2. You can see that in the past it was a strong resistance support area through there. Now there's quite a number of pips up here. There's over 200 pips to get to that. If I have guessed it right, let's just check. No, sorry, look, it's 128. So it, you know, for me, this is where traders get beaten up, and I'm just being really careful. I'm going to be a lot more hopeful if it breaks this area here, and I would gingerly get in. But I am looking for some long-term bullish movement on this pair. Pound JPY, I'm watching this closely, especially as we've got another 20 minutes to go with the close of the London candle, and if we went down to the hourly time frame, you can see that it's already moved up. And while that's very tempting, because this is the actual London candle here, but I'm not tempted because I want to see this 137 broken. We'll see how it goes. I think that 137 area is absolutely critical. And we've had this first push up, and this could be the retest. And we take this out, and I will be all over it. Okay, pound NZ. nothing doing. I'm just waiting for a break at this level, and I will, if I get a close above this level here at 1.96, I will be dipping my toe in the water, looking for this high to be taken out, and a close above the 1.98. This is very similar to the pound AUD in my book, and I am looking for some long-term bullish movement. As we speak, I'm already pulled the trigger on the pound USD north, a little bit early and a little bit aggressive. Let me show you it on the hourly time frame. That was the Frankfurt candle, and on my strength indicator, the pound is the strongest at the moment, and the US dollar is showing some weakness. So for me, I took it as soon as it broke up above that Frankfurt candle. Now this is where I'll be taking profit here. You can see that it has struggled with this area here at 130. It's been a significant area. I might just take a percentage of a trade off, or I might close it out altogether, just depending how my strength indicator goes. Already up several pips, just over 20 pips at the moment. So we'll see how this goes. I'll keep you posted in the chat room. Nothing from the New Zealand CAD, nothing from the New Zealand Swiss. I was eyeing this up at the end of the week, hoping that we get a break at this level here, but we didn't. So I'm just going to play it patient. I would have another go from here, coming off this level here. Just you can see this nice bullish signal, and that was a nice little trade. But this here, this area of 0.6070, you can see where price has reacted in the past, and I'm not keen to try and take a trade above that at the moment. Get a close above here and we take these levels out, I'm certainly going to be interested in sticking my toe in the water again. New Zealand USD, as I said, I was out of the trade. This was the trade last week down from here. And there's all the drawings. These are key levels. This is a key level. Just through here. Put the long one in. And I was really looking to see if we could get a break, but I see on Friday it closed up here. So while we got a break at this level, it didn't continue. It closed me out. That was where my entry was, way up here on the Thursday. So that's all good. And I mean, as I've said before, this is really technically looking bearish. But if we see that US dollar weakening significantly, we could get a move up on that here. I'm looking for the US CAD to close below this area. We've had this trade down here, and then we've had a retest of the breakout point, and I'm looking for a close below this area, and I would have a little scalp targeting this area. What I really want to see to give me confidence in a significant move south is a break of 1.30. USD Swissy, nothing here at the moment. Last week, pretty sideways kind of movement. It looks like this level may hold, but if we see significant weakness in the dollar index, we could see a move lower, and particularly if there's a close below this area here, it opens up a significant potential to come further south. USD JPY, I was hoping that this level here at 105 would get broken. It hasn't. We've retested this trend line again. And broken up above it. So it's just in this range between 105, 106. If the US dollar can strengthen, I'd be interested in a move above here. But the way it's looking at the moment, it's anybody's guess. The elections are about 15 days away, and I think that we're going to get some fireworks perhaps after the elections. You can see last week on the US dollar, it came down and it didn't go any lower, and it lifted back up again, but it's still, this area here is still holding. It's still in this range area. So I'd be very, very careful with the US cross pairs. I wouldn't be too quick. Okay, let's quickly have a look at gold. I still think, yeah. And like I said, until it gets and breaks up above here, I'm really not going to hold my breath for another significant move north. I am bullish on both gold and silver. Today, we've been bullish all day. I mean, can't argue with that, but it's got to be able to close above here for me to get excited. With the potential to maybe reach up around 2,000 again. I really are hanging out for this trade, but I am not going to be tempted to chase the market. I'm going to wait patiently. Some commentators are suggesting that this could come south, and like I've said many times, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but that's all it is until the market proves you right. And this trend line here, when I look at it, this is significant. Let's see. I'll look at putting a pending order above here, but I have pending orders waiting here. This is where I'll start to get excited. I'm not too keen to test the water even here, because I just see sideways movement in the dollar, and it doesn't, another 15 days before the election happens in the States, it can make a world of difference. But I am watching this, and I am considering putting my toe in the water if I get a break of this level, but it will only be very small with a tight stop loss. And then once we get up here, the profits will be protected. But if I get a break above this area here of around about 1940, I'll get serious. Silver, just mucking about, going sideways as well. And I marked this last week as key area. I'll see how this daily candle closes at daily candle change tomorrow. Already put that line in the sand there. I want to see a close above here. I'm really keen. If I get a break of 25, I will be having another go at it. So there you have it. Not a lot of excitement this week so far. Let's just take a look at the economic calendar. Okay, so we've already had Monday. There's been some positive data come out from China. We've got OPEC all day. Okay. Fed Powell speaks, but I'm not expecting too much out of that, like I said. I'm really interested in the monetary policy minutes coming out of Australia. That's one I'll be keeping my eye on, seeing if I can get a sort of sniff of what the Reserve Bank of Aussie is thinking. we've got core inflation data for the pound later in the week. For me, that's Wednesday night, around about a couple of hours later or earlier than what we are now. And then we've got inflation data coming out, and I think that this is quite important for Canada as well. Be interested to see what Mr. Bailey has to say from the Bank of England. Then, of course, we've got European data coming out, inflation data again for Europe. But, you know, all in all, a pretty light economic calendar. So there you have it. I really hope that you have a great week in the market, and that you trade well and don't do anything silly. Protect your capital, take your profits when it's there. We'll talk to you in the chat room. Cheers.